This segment of Packard Pokes At was made possible by patrons of the show and viewers like you. Please go to patreon.com/PackardPokesAt to help support the show. Thank you. Sony Pictures was coming out with a movie called The Interview, and for a little while there, it wasn't going to come out at all because apparently their servers got hacked at Sony, and they were actually so badly hacked that a lot of the computers had like faces and crossbones and skulls on them. Basically, their computer workstations were completely unusable at all, and they went back to using paper and pen. And in fact, because of the hack, they found out it might have been North Korea, it might have been a third party. We're not sure, but the U.S. and the FBI think it's North Korea who hacked them, in fact. Because of the movie is a story of two guys who are reporters, and they're going to go interview Kim Jong-un, and they get recruited by the FBI or the CIA. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I really don't know, to kill him. Because of this incident, there was some more information that had come out, and they said, if you show this movie, we will do a 9/11 attack on any movie theater that was going to play this. So Sony said, you know what? In interest of protecting our citizens, we're not going to release the film. A few days later, after much pressure from the rest of the world, pretty much in the country, they did an about face and said, oh, well, no, we were just, it wasn't us that said we weren't going to put it out. It was the movie theaters that said they weren't going to put it out, which is actually bullshit lie because
that's how it started.
Yeah. But that's how
it started with the big theater chain saying they weren't going to release it, and then Sony came along and said, well, we're not going to do it either.
Right. That's because they said if nobody else, if not all of them release it, or not give it to anybody. But a few did step up and said, hey, we'll release it anyway. We will show it. Like I said, it's not showing in my area, so I was unable to go see it. But if you wanted to see it, you could have seen it streamed on YouTube for like $2, which I think is kind of interesting how this is working out because of these hackers. Instead of releasing it out to the movie theaters, which is a tried and true method to, get people's asses in the seats to see these new movies, they force them to go to YouTube, which is mass everywhere pretty much everywhere on the planet, with the, exception of a few places here and there because, they're being blocked because, political reasons. But it makes me wonder if in the future, because of this incident, we're not going to be seeing newer movies when they come out being streamed over YouTube as well as being in the theater. See movie theaters as a whole going away. The indoor movie theaters kind of put the drive-in theaters out of business. You can't find one almost hardly anywhere nowadays. I only know of like one place that still has one, and that's in the Wisconsin Dells, only because it's a tourist trap. But a lot of those places, they just don't exist anymore. And this is the next generation of how we're going to start seeing our movies because of this incident. So whoever you are, thank you for giving us the incentive to take the next step. So no matter what you've tried to do, you are not going to succeed because we will watch what we want when we want to. And 9/11 attack on a movie theater, that is just blatantly stupid. In any event, it was put out and was available pretty much everywhere. Joe, your thoughts?
The real Slim Shady just stood up. I was one of the people who actually paid a few bucks on Xbox Live, and I rented it last night, and I watched it. I've seen the interview from beginning to end.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Like when people were talking about this, they were like, it's going to come out streaming digital. Pay the few bucks and support Sony for releasing it. Don't go and get a pirate copy. It's gonna get pirated eventually. So don't do that. Support them. And I did. I paid a few bucks and I watched it last night. And it's not the greatest movie ever made. It's kind of silly, but it did have some really funny moments. I laughed. And actually had a few really good funny moments. But after I watched it, I started searching Twitter for what people were saying and memes and stuff. And I found this one funny meme. It was a picture of Kim Jong-un, and it says, prevents major theater release of The Interview. So now you can watch it at home in your pajamas for half price.
Yes, I saw you post that one.
Yeah. It's like,
Actually, it's not
hell
even,
yeah.
even that. It's not even half price. It's quarter price because you go to the movie theater. It's like $8 to $10 just for one person just to get in.
Right.
So it's like a quarter of that.
Right. And like when there was like the controversy was brewing over it, when North Korea was saying this is an attack on us, I immediately was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go see that movie because fuck it. Like I kind of like Pineapple Express and World's End and all that. End of the World, whatever that. Huh?
Was it This Is the End?
Oh, This Is the End. Yeah, I love those movies. Those movies
I mix those two
hilarious.
up myself too, but
they're so funny. And I was like, oh hell yeah, another Seth Rogen movie. Like it's meant for 14-year-olds to 24-year-olds, and I'm not in that age demographic, but you know what? It's fart and potty humor. So. And they're making fun of a dictator, which is important. I mean, now forever in the annals of film history, this stupid stoner movie that Seth Rogen and James Franco made is going to be compared to a masterpiece that Charlie Chaplin made, The Great Dictator, that made fun of Adolf Hitler. So now in the same footnote of every history of film, these two movies are going to be side by side. And these two movies made fun of dictators and caused controversy. Like they've made history. Like if I ran into either of those guys on the street, I'd shake their hands and be like, dudes, you're up there with Chaplin now. Well done.
That's quite an achievement. Speaking of which, just a side note, Charlie Chaplin was an atheist, by the way. Just so many people don't know that Charlie Chaplin was an atheist.
He liked to describe himself as a humanist. Yep. Which is
which is the more important.
Yeah, his movies definitely showed that in his work. Sorry, it's a little sidetrack there, a little side note there. Connie, your thoughts?
When this first broke, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, just show me where I can watch it online or something, because it didn't matter whether this movie was good, bad, or indifferent to me. I'm just thinking, don't tell me what we can watch or not watch, and don't think that
absolutely,
yeah. And now I will say that there's some controversy whether or not Sony was just trying to cover their butt, trying to deflect from the fact that they had poor security, whether it was a publicity stunt. To me, I'm just like, look, I just think that it should be available. And I still think that the movie theater is important, but it's difficult for a lot of people to go to a theater and see a movie, whether it's time or money or whatever. So, but as far as this goes, if it really was some North Korea, whether it's the government or just somebody who's bouncing around satellites, I'm like, let's get the Streisand effect, and let's just say, guess what? If people think that this should be silenced, hell no. And I will not only watch this movie, I'll rewatch Team America. Just make a night of it.
I've never actually seen that movie, but it reminded me of Thunderbirds.
You haven't seen Team America?
No, I've not seen Team America. I have a life. I mean, I can't watch everything.
Yes.
I'm too busy playing Minecraft.
Packard's so Ronry.
I show Rory I play Minecraft.
I was not able, but I will say I was not able to watch this. I've been so busy with the family and everything. But I did see that it was streaming on YouTube, and I did hear some spotty reviews about the YouTube streaming from Mitch Prof MTH on Facebook. Evidently, there was some lagging issues involved with YouTube. So, but yeah, for like $6 on YouTube, you could stream it. So everybody watch this, and honestly, I guess that Franco and Franco and Rogen are almost like the modern Hope and Crosby. Their comedic timing's pretty good. I did like This Is the End. I haven't seen Pineapple Express, but I guess they're quite funny together, and it's sophomoric humor. But that's what's really great about political satire and poking fun at things. That's where it belongs. It's telling you, guess what? You're an asshole. You're an asshole. An asshole. I don't know. Echo chamber.
The interview is Team America World Police on 73 pounds of cocaine.
So they got that shipment from Brazil.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yes.
And they cut their strings, so.
Yeah. Like Team America was making fun of North Korea with puppets, and in the interview, they're actually hanging out with Kim Jong-il, like smoking pot with him, banging girls and shit. Like it's fucking off the hook.
Oh, I'm so glad you got to see it. That's great to hear that. That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
I watch that.
Yeah, well, I will have to get around to seeing that when I get a chance to here. So.
Double feature.
Double
Team
feature.
America and in the interview.
Yeah, there's a double feature for Celia. There you go.
Were you saying something, Joe?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't realize I owned Team America. I was looking at my movie collection tonight, and I was like, oh, I do have Team America, so I might watch that tonight. I haven't seen it in a while.
That I want to see puppets having sex again, though.
Oh my god! When I saw Team America in the theater, and I'm sitting there, and the puppet sex scene comes up, and everybody in the theater got squeamish. Like you could hear the squeamish in the air.
Really?
Like, everyone was like, oh my god! Like, we weren't watching sex; we were watching puppets have sex, and it was so awful.
Why didn't it make Pornhub? I don't understand why it didn't make Pornhub.
Like walking in on your parents or something.
It just sort of shows up in the middle of the movie. Like you're sitting there and they're like, Agent so-and-so, yes. And next thing you know, boom, 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 boom.
Oh my goodness.
So bad.
I'm just so glad I didn't watch it with my kids for the first time.
Yeah, good.
Like,
good
I'll
thing.
take my kids to see the puppet movie.
Whoopsies!
This looks like it's fun.